I'll do that later. Go ahead.
It's not genuine.
Alright, I would just like to thank you both for everything that you have done for me. Anish uncle, you are one of the most patient people I know. You're very calm and collected, even in some times where it's hard to be calm and collected. Rashmi auntie, you are the best squash coach. You were there when I won my first match in a JCT ever, and you will always be there.
Who's next?
I remember when we first moved in, we stayed here for the first couple of days while the moving trucks were here. And when we went back in our first morning, there were bagels waiting for us. So thank you. You've been welcoming ever since we've moved and before whenever we visited. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to both of you. You guys host a lot, so I want to thank you for being welcoming whenever we come here. And yeah.
No.
I'm doing the thing after.
Okay.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Avi.
Not everyone should. It's okay.
All right. As people have said before, happy 50th, and it's been like really amazing the past life. Having a lot of support in like absolutely everything, be it school, squash, guitar, everything, and also Anish uncle. Thank you for every morning of the walk telling me to wear a sweatshirt. I have started to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Avi.
Happy 50th. Thank you guys both for giving amazing advice and free advice, especially squash and like everything else. Thank you, Anish uncle, for teaching us like interesting things like cards and like just giving random life advice all the time. Thank you, Rashmi auntie, for always being a great person and always taking us cool places, and especially like after squash, like to ice cream.
Thank you. Oh, the
So,
kids have
first
it
of
down.
all, happy 50th. Thank you both for being so welcoming, especially when we moved in. Rashmi auntie, thank you for helping us, like, help shield our eyes during the solar eclipse, because that was pretty dangerous. And Anish, thank you for, like, showing us around, making us thumbs up in front of the Facebook sign when we came a couple years ago.
Go for it. Hurry up, we don't have all night.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, so I just wrote you a poem. And it's kind of long, so bear with me. The year is 2001. A newborn child opens his eyes for the first time.
Not you.
Despite all the crying and noise, he seems to be just fine. Upon first glance, he seems just like any other child. But if one looks closer, they will uncover something wild. Uday was his name, and he had no idea what was yet to come. For he was going to grow up with 2 sets of parents instead of 1. He was raised by 4 different names, one of which was a lot longer. There was a Somal, a Garg, a Pal, and a Butnagar. Anish uncle and Rashmi auntie forever changed this boy's life, healing all his injuries and protecting him from strife. He would go to their house even with the slightest of cold. They would always heal him with their hearts of gold. They led all of his injuries except for one astray. But alas, this boy had a lump on his chest that would not go away. I forgive them though, how could I not? They have gotten us out of all kinds of knots. I will remember those long hot summers oh so long ago, when Rashmi auntie would take us to squash camp to and fro. We would squeeze into the silver MDX, sometimes 2 to a seat. She never failed to take us afterward for a tasty treat. Pinkberry, Tin Pot, Cold Stone, you name it. She would take us everywhere, refusing to sit. I thank you for driving me all over the bay. You have done so much for me, I could never hope to repay. She was there when I got to my first quarters at Penn, and there at Meadow Mill when I got to the semis and then won again. She was there when we won the Most Improved Award. She has always been there for us, if not in person, then in our heart. Now let's move on to Anish Uncle, the wisest of them all. He has never failed to pick me up whenever I fall. I'll remember early mornings in Napa watching the sunrise with him. I miss those days when I could sit with him for hours and just watch and listen. I could recognize his laugh from a million miles away. He has taught me that we should all laugh at least once a day. When it comes to fun and relaxation, he is our master. Whenever he leads the group, there is never disaster. I'll never forget games of catch with our good friend Nathan. No matter what she did, Rashmi would always find a way to lose to him. You have taught me to enjoy life and to always stop to smell the roses. I will never forget the holies at the house with the red bricks and green hoses. With them, this boys traveled around the world and back. Always a surplus of fun and laughter, but never a lack. They have been as essential to this boy's life as his gravity. I'm extremely thankful to be able to call them family. Thank you for everything, Anish Uncle and Rashmi Auntie. You have supplied me with a lifetime's worth of knowledge and memory. Happy 50th birthday from your third son. Just by knowing you, the game of life I've already won.
Anurag, he's spoken for you also.
Yeah. Who's next?
I think it's the video.
No, you guys are going last. What about your these the cousins are doing at the end?